Okay, hi there. So let's jump into the automation in here, which is what we're trying to do in here is basically auto transcribing all the audio files uh, directly into a Google Doc while also organizing things here and there for us to keep a track of it. Let's jump into it. It will be pretty easy in here. So Google Drive. So basically in our make, we create a scenario for auto transcribing all the audio files to Google Doc. So the first node that we are going to use in here is basically watch files in a folder, which is going to have an on-demand trigger, or you can have it on a specific interval. However, in this case, I took on-demand because I mean my client does not really have a constant need of transcribing. It's just like a one-time job where we are transcribing all the audio files, all the training videos of his internal training, internal coaching to Google Doc for him to recreate it. Okay, so what we've done in here is we've chosen the particular folder in which the audio files are there, and then we've given a limit of 5, where it's gonna iterate for 5 to get one after the other till it basically that basically completes the scenario. So what we're gonna do in here is once we've downloaded one file from this, we're gonna once we've selected one file from this, we're going to use a module called download a file. We're going to give it the file ID, which we get here. In this case, once we start watching it, it's going to give us one file at a time. So here I have the file ID, and this file ID has been pulled here. I'll just do it again if you want. So it's like this, and then the file ID is connected. Now once the file is downloaded, basically the downloaded file is in our make.com. In our scenario, it's like in a buffer position where we can use the file in whatever in whatever processing that we want to execute it into. So in here we take an OpenAI as a module where we basically give it the downloaded file in here, and then choose the model to be Whisper1 and the response to be in the JSON format. So once what basically is happening in here is basically it's taking the file, downloading the file, and putting it back and giving the file to OpenAI Whisper model, which will give us the transcription back. So and then once we've got the transcription, now we create a Google Doc module where we give it the name of the file which is in the Google Drive, and then the content has to be the text which we get from OpenAI's module, which is basically the transcription. And then we really don't want to redo all the files again and again by the system, so we have to lock it in a way where we actually move the file from that particular location to a new location which is processed in this case. For example, in here I have this as a folder, and we go into the audio files. Here were all the files which were pre-processed, like the audio files. I'll just give you an example by pulling in another audio file. Just one second. Okay, so I basically pull this file in here, which is gonna be uploaded, and then once this is processed, it's gonna go into the processed folder, get the file will get moved here, and then the transcriptions are gonna come here where there's a folder I created which is called the transcribe files, and there it's gonna create a Google Drive with the transcription. So let's just run the automation for you to understand it much better. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask it to run. Okay, so it read the file and the name of the file is here. Okay, perfect. Now it's downloaded the file, which is basically the file that was selected, that was triggered in the first place, and then it's going to create the transcription for the same. Now we've got the transcription here. You can see the output, all the complete text in here, and then it's going to create a document with the same name, and then gonna move the original file to the processed folder, basically the original audio file. So what you can see in here is basically we have this as the original transcription of the whole audio file. Will you be pleased to introduce yourself and things like that, and then that is gonna get moved. Then we have to manually move it into transcribe files, whereas the audio file from here is directly moved into the processed, which in our case is here. Okay, can you see that? If you want, I can just run it once. Okay, I can what I'll do is I'll write here.
My name is Olivier Mavalek. I am the president and co-founder of the Global Marketing Real Estate Certification.
So yeah, just like that, we now have the automation to transcribe the file. If in this case it is English, so if there is a different transcription, then there might be different mistakes that it can make right now, because English is like pretty, like the AI does understand English in the complete sense. So yeah, this is about it for the automation for transcribing the audio file. However, in this case, actually, these were the training videos from a video. These were the files from a training course of a video course, basically. But the challenge would have been that since OpenAI's Whisper model has a size limit of about 25 MB or something like that, because of which we were not able to process the video files, which also will cost us a lot of tokens, because again OpenAI charges us on the tokens. So in our case, what we've done is basically we've extracted the audio file from the video and use that audio file to be transcribed, because we do not need the Whisper model to actually read the video, so that compresses the file exponentially. And there was one error in one file where it was pretty large, where it was about, I think, 33 MB ish or something like that. And then we've used a compressor to compress that audio file and get it uploaded back into our audio our transcriptions. So yeah, this is about it for the audio transcription. Thank you.